The Championship season is about to kick off. In fact, once this video comes out, it will already have kicked off. And if one or two of my selections make a poor start, I'm sure you'll be all over it. Remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Anyhow, the Championship has long been a division which is wide open. There is a long history of teams winning promotion against all the odds, and much fancied sides struggling and even getting relegated. Therefore, predicting the league tends to be a dangerous game, but I don't believe it's as tight as it once was, and I think all relegated Premier League clubs from this season onwards should really fancy their chances. Here are our predictions for the Championship top 7 at the end of the season. Nottingham Forest. In 7th place, narrowly missing out on a playoff spot, we have gone for Nottingham Forest. Down in the doldrums for so long now, it's almost 2 decades since Forest last played top flight football, and they finished 17th last season, a slight improvement on 21st the season before that. There's a different feeling going into the 2018-19 campaign though at the City Ground, with manager Aitor Karanka having been given considerable backing in the transfer window, most notably the £13 million acquisition of Benfica's João Carvalho, but also the likes of Lewis Graben and Hilal Soudani. All in all, we reckon Forest will be up there all season, and it'll be touch and go for them with regards to the playoffs. Swansea City. A terribly tricky team to predict going into this season, the main doubt surrounding Swansea City is in regards to their manager. Graham Potter did a magnificent job in Sweden with Östersunds, but his only managerial experience in England was coaching the university teams at the University of Hull and Leeds Met. Now, similar sentiments could be expressed of Nuno Espirito Santo, but the Championship can be dangerous ground for inexperienced bosses, and Potter will have to learn a lot and learn fast. Despite a few notable departures, the Swans themselves will have a thoroughly capable squad, albeit a little lacking in Championship experience. I think they'll be too inconsistent to make the automatic places, but could be a really dangerous proposition if they hit form going into the playoffs. Derby County. Another talented squad and another team with a wholly inexperienced manager. In fact, Graham Potter is a seasoned pro in comparison to Frank Lampard, although the Chelsea legend does have a wealth of experience at the highest level as a player. Derby made the playoffs under Gary Rowett last season, and they look a stronger team on paper this term. The additions of Mason Mount from Chelsea, and particularly Harry Wilson from Liverpool on loan, are truly inspired pieces of business, and they will make the Rams a real threat going forward, with older heads like Curtis Davis, Richard Keogh, and Tom Huddleston more than capable of anchoring the side at the back. Again, I think they'll lack consistency, but they've comfortably got enough talent to make the top 6. Aston Villa. It's going to be a real challenge. We'll just have to go out and give it all we've got. These are the kind of sound bites, albeit in a bit more of a Geordie accent, that we've been hearing from Steve Bruce in the build-up to this season, but I take no notice. That's just an experienced pro trying to manage expectations at a huge football club, and old Brucey did exactly the same thing with the likes of Hull and Wigan. Villa may have had to rein in their transfer expenditure over the last 2 seasons, but they still have a hefty wage bill and some real talent. James Chester is arguably the best centre-back in the division. Hogan, Codger and McCormack are all proven goalscorers at this level, and the rest of the squad is made up of largely experienced and thoroughly capable footballers. Villa are probably just lacking those final touches to make them a top 2 side, but the lowered expectations should actually help them, and I'm backing them to make the playoffs once again. West Brom. West Brom have a terrific squad at this level, combining masses of experience with some genuine talent and exciting young prospects. They could still lose the likes of Solomon Rondon and Nasser Chadli, but even then, their squad still ranks among the best in the division. The Baggies also have a manager short on first team managerial experience, but he seems to have the players thoroughly on side, for now at least. West Brom could well go up automatically, but my prediction has them very narrowly missing out in 3rd place. Middlesbrough. We're now getting to the point where you can probably make a pretty good guess at who is coming where in our predictions, and in 2nd place, we've gone for Middlesbrough. Borough didn't quite have the upturn we expected when Tony Pulis arrived on Boxing Day last season, although they did make the playoff places. A lot of money was spent at the Riverside last summer on players like Martin Braithwaite and Britt Assombalonga, and it can sometimes take a year for players to settle at a club, particularly in the Championship, and even more so when there's a change of management. Tony Pulis is a man well acquainted with the rigours of the Championship, and everyone knows his style of play. Borough's 2 signings this summer, measuring at 6 foot and 2 inches and 6 feet 5.5 inches, but we think they'll have that much needed consistency and grind out enough points to secure a Premier League return. Stoke City. In top spot, and I actually think they could do it quite comfortably, it is Stoke City. The Potters' 10-year stay in the Premier League came to an end in May, but they've wasted no time licking their wounds. There has been one notable departure in the form of Xherdan Shaqiri, bin has come Nigerian international Otobo, Australian shot-stopper Federici, James McLean from West Brom, Tom Ince from Huddersfield, and Benik Afobe on a season-long loan from Wolves. Add in the fact that they have retained Joe Allen and potentially Jack Butland, as well as the likes of Badu Ndiaye, Bruno Martins-Indi, Ryan Shawcross, Bojan, we could go on. Stoke look to have a brilliant midfield, a really strong spine, and goals aplenty. If Gary Rowett does at least a decent job in charge of the club, they will make an immediate return to English football's top table, and that's exactly what we are backing them to do. So that's it for Hour 7. Thanks for watching, feel free to subscribe and turn on notifications for more from us if you enjoyed the video, and you can now also follow us on Twitter for more ramblings from me. Our username is simply @HITC Sevens.